Today is the day that Yah has made. We will rejoice and be glad in Him. Look up, because your redemption draweth nigh. And guess what else? And the fourth angel poured his vial out upon the sun, and great calamities came upon the earth. All the hidden apocryphal books were taken, but I'm going to tell you one scripture in the Wisdom of Solomon. Fifth chapter, or the fifth verse. No, matter of fact, it's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. Guess what God said? In that day, look me in my eyes. You see the flame? In that day, the righteous man shall stand in great boldness against the such that afflicted him. They had no accounts of his labor. And when they see it, they shall be troubled in great fear at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they have looked for. Woe, woe, woe. 3 woes means destruction. But go back to the verse I just said. Let me say it again. And that day, the righteous man, the right-minded, not the diabolical, not the disagreeable, not the one that use lies, manipulation, and deceit to force outcomes, the one that debunk the lies and bring them out to the surface. And that day, the righteous man shall stand in great boldness against the such that have afflicted him. They had no accounts of his labor, and when they see it, they shall be troubled in great fear at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they have looked for. Key word, the strangeness. It's strange. It's very mysterious. It's being put on full display like never before seen in history, because they will all bear witness. It also says, every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess that He is Lord. Does that make sense to y'all? Woe to them. And the fourth angel poured his vial out upon the sun. Helios Biblios, light red, son of righteousness. Ra, the Ra and the Isra and El. The central star of this solar system. The plasma producer. The CMEs, the coronal mass ejection, which causes the poles to shift. And when the poles shift, the roles shift. Get my drift? They call it global warming. They call it weather. But guess what? Disagreeable, diabolical, GMO babies, they will not prevail. Process of elimination. But it also says, when these cataclysms and catastrophic things start to occur, a specific group of people will be in celebration. Why the hell would they be celebrating? The world is going to end. That world don't never end. It resets. It resets and resets and resets. It has to cleanse itself for a period. Because so many ideologies, diabolical, disagreeable beings, they reflect their intent. Metaphysics, magic, magneticism, reflect their intents, emotions, and ideas upon this physical realm. And guess what? They harm it. They destroy it. So guess what? That's why, if you look in the Kabbalah, it says the divine feminine, the left hemisphere of the brain, once it's activated, it deals with chaos and judgment. Ain't nothing like a woman's wrath. You ever heard that saying, ain't nothing like a woman's wrath? And she gonna open up and swallow some beast. They say the devil goes around seeking who he can devour. How can he devour something? Is he going to eat them? Is he going to eat them? No, no, no. Guess what? The devil divides and conquers. He separates. He isolates. Puts pressure on you. He makes you crack under pressure. He makes you go into disbelief. He puts his power on full display so you don't think there's no other power at play. That's why many are called and few are chosen. It's like a needle in a haystack. You gotta be a real bold motherfucker to stand and walk through a valley of the shadow of death and say, pardon my back. Entities are energies. Energies. What do people produce? Energy, vibrations. You can go around certain people and you can feel vibrations. You can see the glow on some people. You can see all the people in denial and distress. But they're still lying to themselves. But guess what? You can lie to yourself all you want. It's just going to make it worse. You're sealing your own self. You seal your own fate. And what's going to happen is already going to happen. There's nothing new under the sun. Just like in the days of Noah. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be. And then, hold on, I gotta brush my waves one time to that. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Cut and dynamite. I'm out. Let that sink in. Let that marinate. Remember me.